Can it be your faith in?
Found Rocky on the bridge.
Today's video is actually all of our maple syrup content that we split up into 3 different segments, 3 different videos last year. Kyle's actually right now, as we speak, as you watch this video, working on our 2022-2023 maple syrup boil and video. That's right, Kyle's been really busy tapping trees on Vancouver Island on his aunt's property, much like we did last year, except we've learned a thing or two. We've perfected our craft, and Kyle has a great video in the works for you guys this season. What I wanted to do here was piece together all 3 segments, which dropped on 3 separate videos, which will be in the linked comment, in the pinned comment, I should say, on this video if you want to check out the 3 videos that the segments were featured in. And I just wanted to throw together the full maple syrup video that Kyle and myself filmed last year for your viewing pleasure, and again, in case you missed it. But go check out the 3 vlogs individually, as there's a ton more content on there. A big happy new year to everybody. We love you all. Enjoy the video.
What's up, guys? Just stopped to pick up Isha, so we're gonna try and get some maple syrup tapped today out of the maple trees on my aunt's farm. Always wanted to do it. Seems like a pretty simple process, so we're gonna give that a shot. He's just on his way out to the car. We're gonna go and hit Dollarama and see what happens.
It's like the most Canadian thing I think I've ever done.
We're at Dollarama now. We're gonna pop in there and go and get some buckets.
Alright, looking for little buckets so that we can literally fire them in some maple trees. Grabbing them all. Should have grabbed a cart. Should have been more strategic. This is gonna be terrible. Alright, let's go.
It'll be pretty solid, man. We'll get all of those tapped in, hang the buckets from the trees. Easy peasy.
I think you even got a little like a little fork or an ice grabber in there.
Yeah, there's something in there. Let's see what we got.
Oh,
yeah,
look
dude.
at that.
Now we can like pinch stuff.
Literally the most Canadian thing you can do. You got a toucan, sap taps, and I was gonna say it rained. It snowed.
It snowed.
So this is perfect.
So these are the taps in the system. It comes with this little hose and a tap. I got these on Amazon. I think it was like 26 bucks. So that's what that looks like. And this end goes into the tree, and we just drill a hole, and then there's a little barbed end for the hose. So we're just gonna put a couple of these guys together. So it slides in super easy, just like that. Boom, boom. Drill into the hole the same size as this thing, and then we're gonna drill a hole into the bucket, and that is our drain. Okay, now I think we should wash these things. Get all the plastic out, and then we can start tapping trees.
Hey, shut up. Play, don't you?
Hey guys, that concludes our Maple Collection video, part 1. There will be another part coming out once we go to boil everything off. We are total beginners, never done this before, but sometimes you just get inspired to try new things. So why don't you let us know what inspires you in the comments, and make sure to click the subscribe button and the dingy bell to make sure that you get all of the notifications when we post a new video. There will also be podcasts coming and all sorts of other content. So thanks so much for watching our video, and we will see you next time.
Are you also thinking, how can I look fly as for the holiday season? Well, then we have the answer for you. Go check out thecitylifeproject.com. Yes, our channel's official merch site. We will be adding seasonal merch all the time, updating the store, exclusive seasonal drops as well. We just started out. If you want to support the channel more than our exclusive members, shout out to all of these beauties. Then go ahead and check out the store. Again, let us know if you have any suggestions for merch that you would love to buy, and we appreciate all the support again.
So you guys remember when I said that there would be a part 2 to our video? Well, things are frozen around here. Let's take a little walk with me, I'll show you. This is like super unprecedented on Vancouver Island. Look at all this snow. Look at it. Are you kidding me? I moved from Alberta to Alberta. God. Alright, check this out. So, as you can see, I've made this walk once before in all of this here snow. I'll take you to the taps. Things are crazy. I'm sure our production has slowed quite a bit. So we got a bucket on that big tree. That particular bucket right there doesn't actually do a whole lot. The one on the other side though, that's buried in the snow, does. These two have been doing about 1 liter a day, but the buckets are frozen. So I don't think that I'll be collecting much more than that for a little while. Things have to thaw out a little bit here, and so far it's not been super great, just because we've got negative temperatures now. So anyway, we will have to reconvene at a later date, but I can tell you one thing for sure. I have 12 liters of maple sap, and I've had it stored away for about 2 weeks now. This only happened about 3 days ago, just before Christmas actually, like Christmas Eve it started really snowing. So while a lot of the people that live here on Vancouver Island are so smitten by the fact that they got a white Christmas, I've had 30 of them. I could have gone without this.
You know what the funny part is? The last time Kyle drove in the snow with me, I almost killed him, so let's hope the same outcome. Fuck, we gotta talk about that in the podcast.
Dude, we did like a full 180 doing like 60 or 70, which isn't all that much, and this is kilometers an hour for you Americans that don't know what that is.
On the highway.
But we did it on the middle of Deerfoot in Calgary and flipped like 180.
Oncoming traffic.
And yeah, it was pretty bad. And the odd thing too is we were actually supposed to go to Edmonton that day, and it was snowing.
This is fucked.
And we like did this like flip on the highway, and it was like, holy fuck, what do we do? And we just like turned around on the highway, got home, and both of us had the worst food poisoning that we've ever had for the rest of the day.
Can't eat taquitos anymore.
No, me either.
And this thing decked out to the nines, fucking Subaru Outback, weighted. It's my dad's work vehicle. We got snow tires, Prince George, BC certified, and this thing's still sliding around. And again, Vancouver Island roads, they ain't salted, they ain't plowed, and it's not even the road that you're scared of driving. It's all the people who don't have snow tires, because why would you buy snow tires on the island? I don't have snow tires on my own vehicle. And they think it's chill to just fucking rip around, like this truck fucking riding my ass right now.
Alright dudes, so temps are going up, so I'll show you kind of what's going on, so just bear with me. We had my storage tent collapsed, and so I gotta go in there and try and get some stuff, and we actually got more snow last night, but it sounds like this is the end of it for a little while. So anyway, check this out. Collapsed right in on itself. This kind of sucks a little bit because I gotta try and go in there and get my stuff out. I don't even know if I can get in there, to be completely honest. Not without getting a little bit wet. Holy fuck! Okay, we're in. And this is actually super fucking dangerous. I shouldn't be in here. But I wanted to show you guys the collection. So that's it. I'm getting out of here because I don't want to be crushed by snow. That was actually really sketch. Don't ever do that. I wasn't really thinking, and there's got to be like, I don't know, a couple 1,000 pounds of snow to actually make that thing buckle. So yeah, don't do that. Come with me though. So this tree in the last little bit has really been producing pretty well for me, but being as cold as it's been, I don't imagine there to be much. We gotta wait for the temperatures to come back up a little bit, and when that happens, I think these trees will be going absolutely berserk, because it's been into the strong negatives here, like -14, which I'm from Alberta, okay? It's -50 in Alberta in some places right now. So all of these BC people that are like, holy shit, it's fucking cold. It is cold for here, but Canada harbors some of the coldest temperatures in the world right now. So anyway, I'm not gonna bother checking the rest of these buckets because I know for a fact that they won't have anything at all. But I do need to do something else today. I need to fix up one of the buckets because I was trying to smash snow off of it and ice the other day. Stupid decision. These are dollar store $4 buckets, and you'll see in a second this is what happened. The handle busted right off of that one, so I gotta fix it. Anyway, that's our little adventure for today. When things start thawing out again, I'll bring you back out here because I want to show you what it's like when these things are going crazy, because I've essentially been getting 4 liters a day from these. Like the 2 buckets back here, about 1 liter each. The 1 bucket on this tree, not this one that I'm pointing to, that one doesn't do anything, but the one on the other side is really doing well. And then there's a couple more over there, and those 2 buckets are about 1 liter each too, which is pretty impressive. So I need about 30 to 40 liters, I think, to make small, like 3 small little mason jars worth. So that's the hope. Anyway, I'll keep you guys up to date. Thanks for watching. I go to a thrift store and try and find like a turkey pan so that we can do this boil for the maple syrup today. So we went to this little hole in the wall thrift store,
Which we were ripping on the whole time.
It never fucking has anything that you want in there, but today we got pretty lucky. We found 2. Sorry, my truck's a mess. So we're gonna go back and get our maple syrup sap. We need to thaw it out. So we're gonna fill a sink full of hot water and just let it thaw, and then we're gonna do a boil. This one sometimes produces a bit, and it has. Wicked. Never thought I was ever gonna be doing something with maple syrup. For anybody that doesn't know, these are big leaf maples, and they call them big leaf maples because they got real big leaves.
Oh, Canada.
The maple syrup that comes out of these is not as sweet. It still has high sugar content, but not as much as the sugar bush, which is the ones that they have on the East Coast. Those ones produce more, and it's a better quality. You can make maple syrup out of any maple tree. Any maple tree. It'll be a difference in flavor, difference in sugar content, which means it'll be probably less sweet if you're not using a sugar bush. But apparently these ones, it's highly sought after because it's a distinctive maple flavor.
Vancouver Island, baby, where everything is sought after. Thawing out some of the frozen sap here. This is insane. The amount of fucking maple sugar water we have here. Knew it was gonna work, don't get me wrong. I knew it was gonna work. I didn't think we'd get this much. This is gonna be awesome.
Step 1 to making maple syrup, take a huge rip. Step 2 to making maple syrup, grab some beers. Step 3 to making maple syrup, be Canadian.
Oh, Canada.
Like a fine whiskey, Canadian maple syrup needs to be stored in maple containers for 3 years before it's ever released on shelves. Now we gotta filter through cheesecloth that we just cut, so I'm just gonna crack a couple bottles. This is all maple syrup. It just looks like water, but it's sugar water.
Hold on, check it out. Like, we have so much of this shit. It's that one, this one.
This.
2, what are these, 4 liters?
Yep, 4 liters each.
And this is full to the brim.
There's a lot of maple syrup we gotta boil off today.
Wait, and now we drink.
The true boil is about to begin.
She's hot. Look at that, baby. Alright, so we're getting there, We're about an hour and a half into it, and we're about, shoot, on one of these? We've already boiled an inch off the sucker. So we gotta add a little bit more to it. And basically we have to use up all the sap and current sugar water and syrup that we got from the trees and just keep topping up what we're boiling right now until we have none left and it's, well, super thick, and then we can take the next step into finalizing it and making it into syrup. She's boiling too quick. We gotta add some sugar to the equation. Out east, the sugar content of the maple, because just different type of trees out on the East Coast, which is what Quebec uses predominantly, in like Toronto, and again, Eastern Canada and Eastern United States who produce maple syrup, they have, their maple sap anyway, has a higher amount of sugar in it, a higher sugar content. Whereas ours is unique and actually is sought after more because it's not as massively produced as those on the East Coast, like here on the West Coast, but it's a lot less sugar, so you might actually need more sap. So we're gonna emergency add some sugar to this bitch and see if that helps our situation.
But that's probably lost.
Not gonna lie, viewers, got a little buzz going. A couple beers, high percentage beers actually. A couple hoots. Smells sweet in here. We're in the egg room. We have boiled about 6 liters off of one of the pans. We've topped up the second one. We've topped up the third one that's upstairs at Tim's. And we have 2 more of those, so 8 more liters to top up these bad boys with. I project we'll only get about this much.
We're up in Tim's now, just checking in on the syrup that we have going on here, and it's boiling away happily. Got a little different color than the stuff that we have downstairs, but I think
this one's gone through like 3 buckets already.
We're gonna add another bucket to this to keep it going. We're officially down to the last 2 pots. Tim's still got one cooking upstairs, and we've got this one cooking.
It's so sweet. It's working. It's working. We're almost done. We're almost done. Down to 2 pots. Mostly just 1.
So we have been at it for a good long while now. Pretty much all day, because I think we actually started at 1:37. It's 5:41 now. So certainly 4.5 hours. But it's all down to one container now.
It's like a cider color. Wow. Dude, like that's maple syrup. It's almost like a honey. Or like a warm tea.
We're pretty excited about
A
this.
sweet tea. Of course it's warm. It's fucking boiling at 100 degrees.
As far as we've read,
As far as
and our research,
And have seen on
again, we're
YouTube.
first timers. We have seen some stuff on YouTube. 104 degrees Celsius is about like 216 or 220 Fahrenheit, somewhere in between that realm. So essentially, we want to get this to 104, and then we got maple syrup. 99.4. So that's what we ended up with. I would say that's like a liter maybe.
look at all this. Freaking did it. Check it out. Look at that. I just want to drink it up.
That concludes our maple syrup making video. It was super fun. Takes a really long time to do, so if you ever want to do it, just make sure that you got a day squirreled away because it takes forever. Like I think we were at about 6.5 hours. However, it ended up awesome. We're super stoked. We had more in the end than we thought we were gonna get in the first place. So that was a really nice surprise. And we learned a few things. So try it yourself. It's cheap enough to go and get some maple syrup taps and to go and drill some holes in trees and start collecting, and then it's just as easy as boiling it down. So give it a shot. Sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time.